Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn top right side as the blue English, we have RecoN. Spawn bottom left side as the red Abbasid Dynasty, we have SortOf. And let's see, that's a scout there. Don't see a man-at-arms rush. Looks like red's fighting all the sheeple. Blue's not finding many sheeple. Council Hall being researched, got the House of Wisdom going for the economic wing now. Right, so that's the Fertile Crescent. And the Council Hall tribunal is complete. We do have, of course, the scouts still going around. And the Council Hall is almost complete. Got now the Fertile Crescent research now. No additional longbowmen on the field just yet. Got wheelbarrow research for red. Red's not going for an early second town center. Got another town center over here. Trying to collect all these deer. And ooh, look at that. Red pushed the deer out and then killed them to increase the travel time of those villagers. Very, very nice. And how rude. No military units deployed out from either side just yet. Both sides have deployed out 2 town centers. Both sides have not deployed out a single military unit, which is sort of interesting. This is a custom game. Maybe it's some sort of treaty sort of game, like impromptu treaty, because this was custom. Neither side deployed out military units, which is actually very strange. So let's fast forward a little bit more. Blue's going for some palisade walls now. And now we do got our first horseman deployed on the field now. Do now have some walls being deployed out by red. And blue's going for walls as well. Where is this one horseman going? There it is. Maybe trying to pursue the scout. And we've got the wolf eating the villager and the scout hitting the villager as well. And actually, it's going to take time to build all this up. The wolf is probably passive. I think the wolf got stuck. Yes, so there's sees more fire there, and now got the horseman now throwing some torches there. We got a outpost being put out right here, as well as more palisade walls to wall off the palisade walls. You now have a white tower being put out right here, going for aggressive defensive placement to protect this extra town center. Both players have gone for 3 town centers. Does cancel the palisade wall there, and now it's going to take some time to repair up that wall now. Going to upgrade arrows, let's just get some good fire support. These are regular horsemen. Both players now at castle age. Now this villager did receive some fire there. We do also have various camera riders here, as now as a pair of archers. No arrow slip upgrade on this tower. And right now, red has 15 military units, while blue has 3. Going for some crossbowmen now. Crossbowmen are not a good idea at this point in time, because this one only has light units. Longbowmen will work better than crossbowmen. Got a monastery here as well. White Tower will keep this area nice and secure for the time being. And this map can easily evolve around to the fight in the middle, because there's 2 massive gold deposits here. And that's a majority of the extra gold in the map. This map is a little bit sparse on gold. We got a gold on the high ground for both sides, and a small deposit on the far side here, which red is currently claiming. But the biggest deposit is here in the center, so both sides need to play aggressive for the center. Berkshire Castle could be pulling the high ground to get some good coverage in the center as well. Berkshire Castle doesn't have to be pulling the low ground. Red's advancing forward, trying to get some good damage onto the palisade gate. And there's currently nothing up there. That'll just simply create a breach for red to enter and exit as he so chooses. You now got a defensive outpost in this region. And blue is going for some sacred sites now. Very nice. Palisade wall has gone down in that region. Blue does have a small force on field, going for more crossbowmen. I disagree with the crossbowmen, though his opponent is not going for a single lancer, which will be hit by those crossbowmen, but still not exactly what he needs at the moment. He's only fighting against light. Spearmen are fine. Extra long bowmen will probably be good as well. We do now have a more range armor being pulled out by blue. Very nice. Range armor and range damage by red. Palisade gate will go down. He has this man-at-arms, vanguard man-at-arms, crossbowmen, and spearmen in this region. Red's now deploying out some battery rams right there. And just a scout there. The villagers don't need to chase the scout. Red does advance forward, does see some fire there, and falls back. We do have a defensive tower here. Blue is on to replace these walls. Battery rams now complete. Ready to batter down some structures. And blue does have this relic here. He's trying to play a bit of a stealth mission right there. And now do have this wolf eating the scout. Scout's quite wounded, but will not be destroyed or taken out by that wolf. His force is advancing forward. There is a bit of a breach there. And Lucy does manage to get the breach closed up for a brief moment. And now it's going to be hitting down, taking that down. Got a good number of horsemen in this region. Blue needs to pull out more spearmen and longbowmen. He's gone for way too many crossbowmen. Blue's now trying to deal with this force here. Now there's a massive force advancing here with a battery ram. He's run out 44 to 65 units. Very, very similar villager counts, 99 to 99. And red is now catching some sacred sites, and this wild goose chase is actually great for blue. Red needs to actually gauge over here, not pursue this army. So may get a good surround on this army here. It's going to be a very, very good surround there. A single lancers in this region gets some great hits there on these horses. Go for their conversion. Now's the time to go for a conversion of any time. Here comes the conversion. Tries to pull back some of this force there, unable to get a single unit. It was very, very close, skirmishing on the edge like that. Blue does manage to get back that majority of the force into the walls. He still needs another majority force to be deployed on out. Because the current military is double its current composition. We got a pair of battery rams in this region, as well as a pair of Maginot's being put on the front line. We got Spring Gold here, very nice. We need some more Spring Gold to deal with those Maginot's. Going to stay on the Palisade gates. This force is starting to make their advance. It's not going to be looking good for blue. He has 42 versus 84. Trying to force down some of these farms there. He has a good choke point to make with. There's just too many crossbowmen, not enough longbowmen. Blue now has a Maginot Hill that could be very, very useful. Spring Gold needs to start fighting those Maginots, but he simply just can't close the distance. Multiple farms have gone down. Villager count still very similar, 109 versus 110. Of course, we've got the castle network here. This town center is receiving a bit of fire. You can able to take the villagers out on the far side to get that town center repaired. Smearman push way forward. Still just too many crossbowmen for blue. Let's bring Gold flat on the field. Trying to overrun that Maginot. I'm not sure where that Maginot was actually shooting at. Does manage to kill off, save the Maginot for the time being. The Maginot's hitting force on the ground for some odd reason. That is a massive mistake there, forced on the ground like that. That Mega Knight hit everything else. A couple Lancers now to go on the field, and Blue's base here is getting overran. Aaron will take out the primary town center. Blue has all the villagers, so his income is still good. Just needs more production. There's not a good number of barracks in this region, that's for sure. He needs man-at-arms. Currently, he needs more resources as well. He has plenty of gold at the time being. Going for a defensive keep. And does well the keep now. He'll get inside that keep as well to save his villagers. Has one now seen some fire. His last landmarks over here, so he won't be knocked out based on landmarks. Now that keeps start firing away, getting some good damage on those forces. Another Mega Knight deployed out on the field. Finds a good volley there. More and more forces pushing way forward. Horsemen trying to get some good engagements. Finds a decent volley there. Crossbow archers getting some good hits there on these forces. These man-at-arms, they are man-at-arms, not early, not vanguard. Magano does get overwhelmed. He needed that Magano. Lose down 20 villagers versus his opponent. Raise the fancy force as well. Council Hall will go down as well as some of those farms. Another keep being employed out here defensively. Red is cleaving through his opponent's face. We got the white tower now firing away. Red has a big reserve of resources. Blue does not have a lot of reserves, so Red can just start spamming out units to flood his opponent. People going down. Just get inside the keep now. Got too many crossbowmen for both sides. Not, I suppose Blue's been playing some man-at-arms, so Red's crossbowmen's will be useful. The sound seems to now seeing some fire. Archers are advancing forward against great damage onto these villagers, taking them out. Blue's now down to 93 villagers. Keep firing some good amount of arrows there, but now it's out of range. Blue's trying to stabilize the advance. Red is not producing enough military units to the front line. He's starting to claim the central gold. Very, very good. Also even claimed up this stone gold on the high ground. So look, Red's going to just capitalize on his economics. Both sides have not reached Imperial Age. Red's pretty close to it. Blue is far from it. It does claim that assault there. Now his man-at-arms crossbows are advancing on forward. Back to this region there. Going for the Culture Wing. Not producing enough military units. He has plenty of resources. He's just saving them from Imperial Age. Culture Wing. I always forget what Culture Wing does. Spies following becomes available. Fate. Islam can convert units without holding a relic, but only can target a single unit. Blue has stabilized. He's far from Imperial Age. Going for the castle network now. A Berkshire castle on this high ground wouldn't be half bad. It'll help siege down everything down here. A lot of research coming out by Red. He's starting to just replenish forces. It's still not really macroing all too well, honestly. These crossmen will get overwhelmed. Red's not going for a massive wave of Lancers, so now Blue's crossbows will be useful. I think one reason why he had such big trouble in that previous engagement was the fact he kept on going for crossbowmen. In that time, going for longbowmen would have been much, much better. You now have another keeping plan there, going very defensive there, claiming all those resources. The stone is almost completely secured. And Red's going to take up these resources as well. Blue's going to be working with minimal resources. He can potentially set a trade network with half the map. Okay, it looks like a red's not advancing force from say I could just fast forward for the time being. Both players have gone with the new age. What landmark did Blue go for? We now got the Berkshire Castle and a good choke point right there. Now being upgraded the cannon placement. Firing away with some arrows. The extra arrows do extra damage as well. Barriers push away forward. Blue does have a significant army here, has a larger force, though it's not exactly of the highest quality. Primary town center does go down. Blue has currently at 100 villagers. Next, I'll try and charge it for as well. We'll find this other keep as well. Seeing a lot of sporadic fire there. Man arms, spearmen, and base force trying to get some good hits on these horsemen. Battery rams, we've seen getting some good hits there onto this Berkshire Castle. The Berkshire Castle does have increased health at 6,500. Spearmen and man-at-arms trying to deal with these forces. Knights are still just, or lancers and horsemen just trying to move around a little bit. This castle seems pretty fire, bringing up our repair force now. That's the cannon placement now to go for the spring golden placement as well. Might as well. And these nice lancers do get some good damage there onto these villagers. They will be cleaning up, but Blue's down to 85 villagers. You will need to get a handful more villagers. Perhaps at least 25 more. Spearman trying to hold this line there. He needs to get more of the Spearman research up there to get elite Spearmen. The bonus now to point out a lot of Lancers. Berkshire Castle will be repaired up and will be saved there. Over here, Red's now advanced forward with some of these battery rams. He needs to pull off the villagers to that region, but he's going to bring off these military units. Very good. Berkshire Castle still in a good position. Berkshire Castle is an excellent defensive emplacement. Probably the best defensive landmark there is. Sure, there's the stone gate for the Chinese, but honestly, that's just not that all that great. But now he's going to pursue horsemen straight to the villager line of his opponent. Now he's also low in wood as well. He pulled off all the lumberjacks to repair the Berkshire Castle. And now he's trying to advance forward, counterattack, trying to hit those battery rams. Got these knights or horsemen getting some great hits there in these villagers, killing them off. Got these horsemen trying to hit these villagers, but the keep here will defend them. May lose a couple though. Berkshire Castle has a really good range as well. It has not been upgraded with spring golden placement just yet. These horsemen have got some serious work done. Now getting some torches onto these farms. Now Red's eyeing for some defensive walls in this region. He's almost claimed this gold. This gold is still untouched, or mostly untouched. Berkshire Castle gaining some great damage right there. He needs siege weapons. This is something he cannot really advance with ground units, including knights, honestly. Even having a couple melee units in this region could be very nice to help stop these battery rams from doing much. Walls are going on up. Red's breaking through this palisade wall there. Some of these battery rams are quite wounded. Now the 6 has been captured by the battery rams. They're asserting dominance. Horsemen trying to charge forward. There is not a... Oh, there is a gap right there. The villagers get all inside, and those horsemen will be cleaned up. But this area is now under massive fire there. The white tower's not going down, but got some good defensive spearmen here. Now finally going for the elite spearmen. He desperately needs that. There was a lot of other research, honestly. Red has all of his research, barring some economic ones. Horsemen streaming on in. He still has at least a couple town centers for reproducing villagers. And those horsemen will be cleaned on up. He still has a good defense player, including some elite man-at-arms as well. Let's get a couple more battery rams. Stone walls are still going up. Bombard firing around onto the keep now. Blue may need to just keep him defensive spearman in this region. Needs to sort of bring up the right tower. Very nice. Berkshire Castle gains some great damage on in. More horsemen and lancers advancing forward. It's going to need more spearmen in this region. One more getting some great hits there. Spearman trying to deal with this force there. Or crossbows being advanced forward as well. Horsemen streaming on in. These are mostly man-at-arms. There's some spearmen in the mix, but he's going to lose a lot of villagers to those forces. Reds keep seeing massive amounts of fire there. Blue spearmen advancing forward with a blue battering ram as well. Reds keep electrical down. Horsemen are charging forward the farming line. And now these forces are engaged. Villagers have been brought on up. Blue's down to 71 villagers. He has plenty of food. Of course, he has some gold generation from these farms. This is English. So that could give him enough gold to sort of stay in the game for the time being. Since he doesn't have to worry about any gold mines. Spearman advancing forward. Got some crossbow in the mix as well. Got a stonewall gate there. More forces trying to stream on in. Does preparing up the primary town center. Some of these wall segments going down. More barriers blown up by Blue. We're gonna stream on more forces in there. Blue has patched up this breach. He does have some stone at the moment. I'm not sure where he's getting that 24 stone income, and maybe from a relic. All these forces advancing on forward as well. It's going to be a big slog right there. Reds keep some region, but Blue's trying to advance with it. Advance onto these battering rams. This gold's not being claimed here. Still has 5,000 gold remains, so Blue denying that's very important. There's still some gold down south here, completely untouched, and Red still claimed this gold up here. So Red has plenty of gold to claim from the map. Blue is working on his scraps and needs more wood as well. He needs more villagers. You could perhaps get some trebuchets if we go on the high ground to help hit these castles. Bombards are nice, but trebuchets do outrange bombards. Does lose that priest there. Whatever stone that the English had has now been completely has been claimed. And now I've got the trade ring being researched by Red as well. More battering rams over here. He gets some more spearmen perhaps in the region. He's pushing forward with some man-at-arms as well, so crossbow wouldn't hurt as well. 2 bombards advance forward. He's overthrowing this, over-responding to that engagement. Berkshire's castle could be a part of the spring golden placement, and now it's going to be dealing with those horsemen. Battering rams push way forward. Man-at-arms in this region. Got these spearmen trying to deal with this man-at-arms. Not going to be great engagement. One castle take middle. 2 bombards here, as well as a culverin, so we've got culverin and some falconets. Culverin's close to anti-siege siege weapon. Primary town center does go down once again, so we've got these man-at-arms in the region, and Blue's going to eye a counterattack and push forward with these battering rams and various infantry forces. Bombards hitting the council hall. The Berkshire Castle gains some great damage there. He does also pull some crossbow and hand cannoneers in this region. We're going to push quickly forward. He needs better to get that keep as soon as possible. He also needs to get this force over here and engage this force. There's a sizable force here. He needs to stop those siege weapons. Berkshire Castle getting a lot of free hits there. That's good. Blue transport trying to hit this extra town center. White Tower is engaging. Blue still needs more villagers. Red still has plenty of resources in reserve. Blue does not have a lot of resources in reserve. Blue perhaps could have some more farms if it not only increases his food income, but also increases gold income, which he needs both. Red's force does go down right there. We've got some Blue's force in this region. Blue's bombard's now taking Red's keep there. Red's now deploying out the response force to this assault.
What should the engine do? Going forward. Locking for crossborders.
Blue may want to patch up the wall segment because I don't think he really wants to let this all advance on forward. Blue's armies rotating over here, very good. This will create a nice little choke point there. While this potential fight goes on, he can perhaps deploy some battering rams out to pull and help siege this area. One has a massive round of barracks right here. This outpost right here is going to be very useful for the castle network, but the White Tower does also provide it as well. This advancing forward with this army. This sizable army here, he needs to pull back. It's a lot of horsemen, as well as lancers. Nope, Blue's going to eye for a counter-attack. Blue's not a pop cap either. Nothing really being built other than some hand cannoneers. He needs to start producing more stuff. He's allowing his macro falter a little bit. He needs to make sure these guys are moving without the cannon so he can move faster. So the villagers are making killed off there. This force is pushing way forward, making some good hits there on these villagers. Blue's now advancing forward with these spearmen and men-at-arms with a couple hand cannoneer support as well. Nice charge on forward as well, making some good damage there onto these villagers. These villagers are heading straight to this wood line. Needs to collect up this valuable wood. And perhaps we need to get these farms re-garrisoned or recruited. He's going to lose a large number of these farmers. So he does have a decent defense force here. We've got another castle brought up by red. Good hits there. Who's not going to advance forward through this region, trying to clean up these reinforcements. And these villagers need to get into this castle immediately to keep. Villager's going to get overwhelmed. He's losing too many villagers. He can't be losing this many villagers. Again. It's now down below 80 villagers. Red does have a decent force here, but there's still a Culburn. This region, Culburn, it's not exactly high anti-building damage, but does at least have good range. Bombard will defend this region. Deep will go down. Bombard will go down. Spearman able to stand and fight these forces. His army has been cleaned on up. He has lost a large number of villagers now. He's found below 80. Blue has a very, very good army on the field. Red has less because it has more villagers. So his economy would be great. And this force will be being cleaned on up. Over here we got this force advancing on forward. Spearmen advancing forward, trying to get some good damage on these units. A large number of these horsemen are just streaming on in, receiving quite a bit of fire. There's a lot of defensive emplacements here, so these horsemen will not last very long here, all that. Blue's now managed to take out some culverts, got some mangonels on the field for Blue, but this force will be cleaned on up. Got these towers being pulled out as well. No research on this outpost just yet. Those villagers will be cleaned on up. Blue has a small force here, needs to start engaging these man-at-arms. Blue will need to start pulling out some more crossbowmen. Does have hand cannoneers, but don't care what they shoot at. Now I've got the treasure chase, now engaging this keep now. White Tower's on the region, getting some good damage on in. Still doesn't have the spring guard replacement. Now I've got the bombards between force well. Red is not really pushing this region. There's some more and more reinforcements, just constantly streaming reinforcements. Blue has this army here. Getting kills on the keep. This infantry force needs to get back up here. He needs to defend this region as soon as possible. Mega's getting some great damage there. Blue's trying to go forward, try to hit these siege units. Able to get some good hits there onto those mangonels. Got these villagers getting hit once again. Blue needs more reinforcements in this region. This force is finally being brought over here. The treasure chase could be an attack move on this region, help deal with those structures. Some of these farms are going to go down. He can't be losing these farms, though he does have plenty of replacements. Spearmen and men-at-arms are going to deal with these elite lancers. White Tower being repaired on up. I'm not sure how much it went down. Good hit there on those infantry forces. Got mangonels in this region. Hand cannoneers being put out by red now. Horsemen, Lancers are sort of streaming on in, getting some very sporadic damage. Luckily, the keeps are in the region to help slowly wiggle them away. Blues has 90 delivers, Red has 122. Red's now just streaming more and more forces here. Blues having trouble macroing. He's losing a lot of resources at the moment, but doesn't have much reserves. Red has a mass reserve in, that's why he can just simply just stream in everything. And Blue does go back out of the game now. This is Anagrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.